Welcome back to another COVID-19 Franchise Leaders Respond. I'm Red Boswell, President of IFPG. We're joined today by a great leader in franchising, Mr. Jason Revere. He tells me it's Revere like Paul Revere. That's an easy way to remember it. He's the founder and CEO of Honest Abe Roofing. Jason, welcome to the call today.
Nice to be here. That's us there. Honest Abe Roofing. As point of clarification, I am the vice president, not the founder and/or CEO.
But you look like a founder CEO, bro.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I got a raise just now. Red gave me a raise.
Yes, you did. Mark it down. Where are you guys based?
We're based in West Central Indiana in a little town called Terre Haute.
I've been to Terre Haute, had some relatives there. And is that where you're located too?
Yes, it is. That's where I'm standing currently in corporate headquarters in beautiful West Central Indiana, Terre Haute.
So how are you and the family holding up? You're not really in the epicenter of the virus.
No. We're doing great. My wife, she's tough. My kids are tough. I got three daughters. But we homeschool already, so frankly, we haven't really had any real disruptions to our personal lives whatsoever, other than just the shopping thing has gotten a little haywire with people wearing masks everywhere.
Yep, understood. I'm surprised you don't have a mask with, and maybe you do, the Honest Abe logo on your mask.
Yeah, we're having them produced with beards on them, actually.
Yeah. Little Abe, awesome. Yeah. Well, help us understand the size of Honest Abe, so then we can understand how you guys have been impacted.
Yep. So we would be considered maybe a toddler franchise, as we've been doing this for roughly 2 years. Our firstborn franchisee is turning 2 years old in April or in May. So we're a toddler at this stage of the game. We have currently 22 locations now. We cover Indiana, Illinois, Kentucky, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, North Carolina, and soon to be Arkansas, and Tennessee as well.
Nice. And so the virus, how has it impacted your franchisor location as well as your franchisees?
Yeah, so the virus hasn't really. The government sure has, but so no. The truth be told, we're very blessed to be in the roofing industry. Is a lot of folks are considered essential businesses. Auto mechanic franchises. The things that are really considered essential, HVAC franchises, plumbing, home services of all kinds, were considered essential. So it really hasn't impacted much of anything other than maybe some customer apprehension as far as coming into the home. But when you need a roof repair, you need a roof repair. You don't really have a choice. And so our franchisees really have stepped up to the plate. We've increased our advertising spend as to basically steal market share while people are shrinking. Might as well use that time to expand your market share. And we're pretty blessed in that arena. The franchisor office itself, I'll tell you, we've been pretty blessed as well. So our marketing is really picked up as far as saying, hey, we are an essential business, and we're really recession resistant to boot. So get those two things combined there. You got a home run as far as a business is concerned. So we've had a lot of inquiries coming in. I mean, this as far as lead volume is concerned, both organically, just from people searching the web and organically finding our website, and some of our lead generation advertisements, YouTube ads, things of that nature, have really gotten a ton of traction lately because people are home. They're either furloughed from their job potentially, or they were laid off entirely, and they're thinking, you know what, I don't like my job anyway. And I've got this nest egg of stuff, and so I'm going to reinvest that into myself and to take control of my own economy. So I'm taking my risk on my terms, instead of it's risky being an employee, just like it's risky being a business owner. You might as well take it on your terms. And so we've had a tremendous amount of interest in the franchise system from folks like that, and then from people who maybe own businesses in a essential, recession resistant area. So I've had a lot of restaurant owners reach out to us saying, hey, you know what, maybe I'll keep my restaurant going, but right now, we're not really doing as much business as volume as we were before. So they potentially are freed up with time. They definitely don't have these same kind of employees working for them, the same number of employees working for them. So they're researching, hey, what could I do to maybe further my own portfolio of businesses? And so I'm telling you, this has been the best, it's been the best month we've had as a franchisor. Hell, we signed 2 franchises so far this month. So
kudos to you, man. You're reading my mind all over the place. I was going to ask you about that. How has the process gone for folks already in process, and then the new lead flow? You've got both those under so like record months. Wow. So the current franchisees, any as we say so often lately, pivots, any changes of how they are doing business in this new world?
Yeah, yes, maybe not in the way that we're delivering our messaging or delivering the presentation or the sale of the roof or anything like that, but we have prepared for such time. So we understand that the government is telling you, if you walk near a human being and you're in the same 6-foot area, you'll die instantaneously. You're going to die immediately of this horrible disease. And so don't talk to anybody, don't leave your house. And then we're going to run a bunch of commercials and we're going to run a bunch of TV shows telling you that you're an American hero just for staying home. Right. And so that's what we're seeing on a daily basis. But as far as our franchisees are concerned, we've prepared for remote presentations should that time arise. And there's been a handful of people across the country that have requested that. But the majority of people, I believe, are pretty level-headed. And if they are asking us to take precautions, we're making sure that we are taking all the precautions necessary. We're, sanitizing everything. We're going to people's homes. We do the inspection. Sometimes it's usually a process where you would sit in the home, design the roof with the homeowners, and walk them through the process, allow them to make those choices. And maybe now we have to change. The only real pivot is to use the word you use there, is we may have to go outside and sit outside. They may be more comfortable out there. So it's really all about the individual homeowners themselves, not so much the global economy. It's more on an individual one-on-one basis. But,
well, Jason, have you changed up at all how you're communicating, or how often, or in what manner you're communicating with your franchisees during this time?
No, we're pretty much in their grill on a weekly basis anyway. So we try to be as over communicative as possible, because I know if I owned a business, the old adage, you're in business for yourself, not by yourself, right? That's not entirely true with a lot of franchisors and franchises that I've seen in the past. A lot of the times you really are in business by yourself, and we want to strive at least to be seen as a partner in their business. So we have weekly webinars anyway scheduled with every one of the salespeople. We call it the Tuesday Hustle every Tuesday morning, 8:30 a.m. It's an hour-long training session with all of the salespeople at all of the franchise locations, delivered by yours truly, or Kevin, the CEO of the company, or we have a partnership with a sales trainer author named Jeffrey Gittimer. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he's written a book called The Little Red Book of Selling and the Sales Bible. He's written about 20 some odd books. He's the best-selling author on the subject of sales. So we thought, why not bring him on as a team member here? So he runs the sales meetings on occasion as well. And then we have Thursday afternoons, we have production pros with the franchisees and all of their production staff. So the roofing people that they have working for them that fulfill what is being sold by the salespeople. And then every Friday morning, we have what we call Franchise Friday, where it's all the franchisees get together on a webinar that we kind of lead, and we get to learn from one another. We say iron sharpens iron, and we got a whole bunch of iron out there, so might as well put them all together. So that's already our regularly scheduled kind of broadcasts. And then we also have each one of our franchisees has a franchise liaison that they have weekly scheduled meetings with, and then weekly scheduled meetings with their marketing team.
So that hasn't been impacted much. What's the technology you use for your training calls each week on Tuesdays? Your Tuesday Hustle?
We use Zoom.
Oh, All right. Well,
We do just like this. We've got a little intro that Cousin G produced, and we record all of them too and put them up onto our university, our online training platform, Honest Abe University. So.
well, I'd hate to be a small business owner out on their own right now without the support, the training, the best practices, the camaraderie, the marketing funds, everything that the franchise industry lends, especially during a time like this. So you've seen the tagline, franchising stronger together, hashtag franchising stronger together. That's really encompasses what we're talking about here. So Jason, as we wrap up, we hit franchise development pretty hard at the beginning. Any other insights or advice you would give to franchisors out there looking to make the most of this frustrating situation?
Yeah, same advice I would give them, regardless of the climate that we're in. Do what you believe is right, first and foremost, for your franchisees. Tighten up your messaging. Make sure you understand what your value proposition is, what you bring to the table. And if this is the climate that we're in, you sure as heck better understand what your value proposition is to your potential franchisees. And and stop product puking on people. It's not your widget. It's not your thing. It's not whatever, thing that you believe your business is. You better understand what your value is that you bring to the table to your franchisees, because right now they're out and they're looking for guidance, and they want to make solid business decisions. And if you're kind of product puking on them, that's not what they're looking for. They're looking for real guidance. They're looking for an advisor, a business advisor. And if you got this sales team out there that's just puking on people, knock it off. And so that'd be my advice to people. And just do what's best for your franchisees.
I hear some Jeffrey Gitomer in that verbiage there. Well done. Awesome. Well, Jason, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing about Honest Abe Roofing and how you guys are reacting or being impacted by this crazy virus thing we're in today. Red Boswell with IFPG and COVID-19 Franchise Leaders Respond. Thanks again.
Thank you.